It's here.
It's unboxing time. Hey guys, what's up? And today I'm going to be teaching you how to set up your own skateboard. Now obviously you can buy a skateboard pre-set up or like pre-built skateboard, but nobody wants to do that. So we got this box here from the Shred Quarters. It's a Revive deck. I got this last night and it's pretty sweet. So we're going to be teaching you how to grip it, how to put on the trucks, how to put on the wheels and bearings, and that's it. So let's get into that. Alright, before you start, you're going to have to go through everything that you have. And what we got, we have this awesome Advanced Revive Second Edition Air Cairo deck. This is probably the coolest thing ever. Just look at that. And it's a dragon deck, 8.5 inches, but you can get whatever size you want. Some people think it depends on foot size, and some people think it's about just whatever you want. I skate bigger and wider decks because I think it's just easier overall, but really it just depends on what your personal preference is. Some people skate 7.5, which is an inch smaller than this, and some people skate like 9.5, which is an inch larger than this. So just, it's whatever your personal preference is. This pizza and grip. We got the pizza grip because this is the coolest one, and I think it looks cool. It also comes with a pizza sticker, so yeah, we got that. We also got these silver trucks. These are red edition. These are 144s. Fit perfectly on an 8.5. These red ones, I thought they would go really well with the Aaron Cairo and Second Edition. Like, I just think it'd go well with the dragon. And the size of your trucks depends on what size board you have, because if you have two big trucks, then that's not good. Like if you skate a 7.5 and you get 8.5 trucks, that's obviously not good. So usually you'd want to get trucks that are the same or around the same size as your deck. The wheels here, these are Force 54mm non-conical wheels. These are street wheels, and this is going to be my first time using these wheels because I usually skate conical, but they're the same millimeter. The lower it is, the more squishy it's going to be. So the squishier it is, like the better it's going to be for impact or going on the street. And the larger it is, it's going to be better for street. So if you have a large longboard wheel, that's obviously going to be meant for a street and like rolling around up and down the driveway and stuff. But these are going to be more for like park and just rolling up and down ramps. So we got these, and a very important thing for the wheels are the bearings. If you don't have bearings for your wheels, they won't roll, so you have to get good bearings. I'd say like the main budget for bearings, I'd say the most expensive you're gonna get is $30, but these were $29.99, and they're Motive bearings, Swiss rated skate bearings, and I've never used these before, so I'm pretty sure this is good. And another very important part, how are you going to put together your board if you don't have hardware? This is just the standard Lifeline hardware. Yeah, it's basically just hardware, except the bolts that are going to go in the front are colored, that way you know which side your board is going to be. And every time you order from Revive, you always get packs of stickers like this. So that's pretty awesome. I mean, thanks to Andrew Chirac for sending these out. So now that we've looked at everything, we're going to go and put this together. So we're going to go over the tools that you need. The tools that you're going to need are going to be a skate tool or something to just hold the nuts into place. So I have a Spitfire skate tool here, very cheap, and those are going to go around for $10 or so. And you're also going to need a drill or just like a wrench or something, just anything to put in the screws. those are the only two tools you need to put your board together. But if you go one step further and need to grip your board, you're going to need a razor blade. And most people just use the razor blade by itself, but I use a razor blade holder. It's just going to be easier to cut along the board and make sure it's even and stuff. But before you do any of this, you have to make sure you know what to do and how to do it, because you can't go in blind and just kind of guess, and your trucks are backwards, your grip's on like, in a very weird way. So let's just get into how to build this deck. If it's a really windy day outside and you do this outside, do it inside, because the wind is going to mess you up and you're going to go all over this. Before you actually take the gripping paper off, you're going to need to align this. Also, before you take it off, you're probably going to want to take the plastic off. Before you actually put on the grip and take off the gripping paper, you're going to need to have a good idea of like the dimensions of the grip in your board. The larger your deck is, the harder it's going to be to put on the grip, because the less room you have, and the smaller your deck is, the easier it's going to be to put on your grip, because all grip is the same size. So what you're going to do, you're not going to take off the paper yet, you're just going to align the grip paper up with the board and see if it looks fine. Now if it doesn't look fine, then you need to get someone to help you. And you really need to make sure you have a good idea of what to do. So you're going to make sure that the grip is hanging off of the board. If it isn't hanging off of the board, then you're doing it incorrectly. You need to make sure it's hanging off the board in all directions. The ends, the sides, even the middle. This is how you're going to tell which side of the board you need to put the grip on. Obviously, you can tell by the bottom, because the graphic is going to be facing up, right? Well, if you have a clear deck or a blank deck, you're going to have to tell by these notches up here. If you see these notches, like these two notches, and it says like what the number is, and if it says this sticker at the bottom, right here, that means that this is the bottom of the board, this is the tail, and this is the nose, this is the front of the board. So if you have it correctly and you look correctly, you can very carefully align this one last time the way you want it. I think I'd want my cutout to be in the back. Yep. Ooh, hang on. That is. Alright, so we need to make sure every bit of this paper is hanging off. Alright, you're just going to place that marker down here. You don't really need to pat it down that much. You're just going to look at your board, see how it looks. It's hanging off on this side, that's good. There you go. You're just going to make sure you can curve it like this on the side. And if you're curving it too much on one side and you're curving it a little bit on the other, just try and even that out a little. So again, just lift it up and just make sure you can curve those sides. Now this side and that side are perfect. There we go. So this is going to be our dough. Forgot to move it up. This side and this side are about even. There we go. So we have our base layer on. This side is. See this paper? Just peel it back. And just keep doing the rest of the board. Just make sure you can look under it and see the board. There we go. Just lay it down. This part, you're going to have to take this very slowly, because if you take it fast, boy, you're going to be off. So, you're going to have to just very carefully peel it. Keep peeling it with your hands. And we're done. There we go. All right. pop those air bubbles. Pop those air bubbles right here. Just make sure everything's aligned and smooth like this. Go.
Alright.
So the next and final step is putting your grip tape on. Cutting it. So now you're just going to grab something that's metal and it's kind of long, and you're just going to do one long strip on the board, just like this. It's not going to ruin it, you're just cutting the outside of the board. That way it looks better. Just make sure you don't get too much grip tape in. And voila! If your board looks like this, then you did it right. Cutting. So what a lot of people do when they cut it is go from the top and go under. That is not good. What you want to do is come from the bottom, poke a hole, and go like this. Because you can see, if you go like this, you can see that it's way smoother, and the bottom is just an easier way to go forward. So make sure it's all smooth. You don't want a bad grip job on it. It's going to be the one thing you regret. Step about gripping your board is just grabbing a piece of the grip that you took off and make sure it's this side, and you're just gonna even things out, make sure it looks all good, because you want to make sure it looks good before you actually use it. You're just gonna even that out. And now we move on to the hardware, on the trucks and the wheels and the bearings. Let's do that. Alright, if you've made it this far, good job. Now all you have to do is just grab your hardware, open that bad baby up. If I can even get it open. Open that bad baby up. Grab one of the screws and just poke a hole in the finish this step, you can get out all your hardware. So you're going to get these black bolts for the back. So you're going to do the back first or the front. You can do what you're going to do is just put them through the holes like this. Smack them in there. Smack them in there. Smack them in there. And you got to make sure your drill bit fits the screws. There you go. So if it fits, it's a little too much. There we go. So now all you're gonna have to do is grab one of your trucks, whatever one you want. You're just gonna make sure that this piece goes on the inside like this. If all your boards are covered, you just gotta grab these washers, put them on here, move it a little bit, grab your skate tool, squeeze it out. Like, don't get too loose. So you're just gonna turn it on the side like this, hold it like that, grab your drill, and just drill it in. The wheels that I'm going to be using are 54mm force wheels. So just take them out of the package real quick. Out. And I'm going to take these spacers right here. The wheel that you're going to use. So let's just say that you want the bearing to have this spacer right here. You just want to put on one bearing first. So the first thing you want to do is just put on the bearing inside of there. If you want the right side to go like that, and you're just going to push down as hard as you can. Make sure you can get that bearing in there. Take it out. And if it's in all the way, that's good. If it isn't, push it down a little bit more. But I think that's in all the way. Next thing you're going to do is just put in the washer. Spacer, yeah. Put in the bearing. Just gonna put the spacer in there. And just press down. There we go. So you're gonna need to do this for every single wheel, every single bearing. Just put it on there. Grab your skate tool. Find the right side and just tighten those babies up. You want to make sure they're not too tight so they don't roll. You want to make sure they're tight enough so they don't roll. You're a master. Thank you so much for watching this video. If this video helped you at all, leave a like and comment. This board is actually really awesome. So, let's see if we can land the first kickflip done on tour. Look at that. Look at that. That was awesome. We're going to be repping this board for a while. So, if this video helped you at all, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace out.